On July 28, 1999, Kathleen Grosset Tate babysat 6-year-old Tiffany Eunick at her home in Broward County, Florida. At some point, she left her 12-year-old son, Lionel Tate, alone with Eunick in the home's downstairs area. She heard the children making loud noises. Thinking they were playing, she told them to keep the noise down. 45 minutes later, Lionel came upstairs and told his mother that Eunick wasn't breathing. His mother went to check on the girl and, seeing she was unresponsive, called for help. Eunick had bruises all over her body. She also had a fractured skull, a lacerated liver, and a swollen brain. She died from a severe, prolonged beating. People would later say her injuries were similar to getting dropped out of a 3-story building or getting hit by a speeding vehicle. Tate was charged as an adult with first-degree murder. He was offered a plea deal and could have been a free man by 18, but his immediate family rejected the deal. At his trial, his lawyers claimed that the two were playing and that he was doing pro wrestling moves, but the jury didn't agree. He was convicted of first-degree murder at trial and sentenced to life without parole in 2001. His defense team appealed. Surprisingly, the prosecutors that convicted him years earlier supported the appeal. In January 2004, a Florida state appeals court overturned his conviction. They ruled that his competency was not evaluated before trial, and he didn't understand what was happening. The prosecution offered him a plea deal that allowed the 17-year-old to plead guilty to second-degree murder. He got out of prison and had to serve a year of house arrest and 10 years probation. Tate had a perfect opportunity to turn his life around but couldn't escape trouble. In September 2004, he was arrested for carrying a knife. The judge added 5 years to his probation and warned him not to get in trouble again. On May 23, 2005, Tate called Domino's to order some pizzas. When the driver arrived, Tate didn't pull out his wallet. He pulled out a gun. The terrified driver dropped the pizzas and returned to the restaurant to call the police. Authorities quickly caught Tate and arrested him for armed robbery and other charges. In 2006, a judge sentenced him to 30 years in prison for violating his probation. He later pleaded no contest to armed robbery and was sentenced to 10 years in prison to run concurrently with his 30-year sentence.